This channel is completely fan-funded on Patreon. I know you guys' money is limited. The next time you have a couple bucks, I'd love if you could consider me.
Well, it happened. It fucking happened. VidMe is dead. They sent out an email to everybody, made an announcement over on Medium yesterday that they are unable to find a way to become profitable and thus are shutting down the service on December 15th of this year, which is 2017 as of this recording. So, this really sucks. It sucks. I can't say I didn't see it coming. I'll link in the description to a video I did on why I think alternatives like VidMe are going to fail. And unfortunately, I was right on this one. VidMe did fail. And they didn't last very long. It sucks. It sucks because I know a lot of people were championing VidMe. A lot of political YouTubers and stuff, and just people who wanted an alternative to YouTube's increasingly draconian bullshit. But here we are. They've folded. They've hinted that the team behind VidMe is working on something new. I'm assuming it probably won't be a video streaming service or a video on-demand service like YouTube, considering their last effort failed, unless they have a whole new approach to something. And that's the topic of this video. I think that these YouTube competitors are going to continually rise and fall or fade into mediocrity and obscurity like we've seen dozens of times before, unless they don't try to be a better YouTube, they try to be a better video site. We need something that makes YouTube seem archaic in comparison. Much like how YouTube made watching video online before from disparate sources, or just watching TV on your TV, seem archaic by comparison. We need another step forward. That's how we're really going to mass migrate away from YouTube. We need something that offers a new feature, a new vision of how online video works, that's so compelling it makes YouTube's entire structure from the bottom up seem pointlessly bloated or outdated or stupid or inefficient. There needs to be some X factor besides we're not an evil corporation to really drive adoption for this site, because YouTube is so embedded, they have such a monopoly on this space that finding a way to be a better YouTube, it's impossible at this point, because YouTube has advertising that gives you money even if you have no audience. You know, like there doesn't have to be like a Patreon or some other fan funding thing. You make money just by running ads, which no site that's a small startup can really offer out of the gate. And they have massive audience. It's the second biggest search engine. You're an idiot for not being on YouTube. So in order to make a website like a VidMe that's going to just be a better YouTube with less bullshit, it's not going to work. If you want to be a better YouTube, you have to be a better video streaming site and not just take away YouTube's bad shit. You got to offer something really fresh and really exciting that's going to get people to be like, you know, I'm not going to abandon YouTube, but I want to have this new feature, this new cool thing, this new way of interacting with online video that YouTube doesn't offer. And I want to move over here too. And you need to make that the X factor, the key to your site. And I think that's going to push adoption, and eventually we'll have another big player doing something different. You know, think about it this way. What was the last really successful video site? It was Vine. Vine wasn't trying to be YouTube. You could do what you do on Vine on YouTube, but it was because it offered something different. It offered a new way to interact with video, really short 5-6 second clips, and very easily shareable and incredibly easy to shoot because you just needed your phone and all you had to do was literally point the camera and hold the button. The ease of access and the way that they designed a new way of interacting with video content, that's why Vine worked. And of course Vine eventually fucking shut down too, because Twitter bought them and tried to roll the features into Twitter, which was probably a bad idea. Another huge mistake on Twitter's list of big mistakes. But that's my point. Vine built up that cultural presence that it did because it wasn't trying to just be another YouTube. It did something different with video. And I think the next big YouTube competitor has to do something not that ridiculous in a way, because we're still trying to build a competitor to YouTube, but it needs to have some differentiating feature, something that you can't really do on YouTube, or something that YouTube doesn't do well that really pushes you into that sphere. You can't just be like, we're YouTube without the baggage, because you're also YouTube without all the good stuff too at the beginning. So you need to offer something a little bit more interesting. And until we find someone who cracks that code, I don't think YouTube's going anywhere. And I think we're just gonna have to continue to deal with their bullshit. So I don't have the answer, but hopefully someone out there does, because I'm really interested in seeing what this medium does next. And I want to be there when it starts. That's all I got. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.